Damn, it took a lot to get to this episode. I feel like this is like not a normal preparation.
No, like we were just doing a lot of lifting and cleaning and stuff, and now we're just like,
Whew.
now we're here.
All right. Hey everyone, it's Autumn and Phil. We're back for Cape Talk episode 12, I believe. Yeah, 12. 11 was the Punisher.
Yes.
Episode 12, New York Comic Con is coming up next week, so Phil and I want to tell you what we're up to.
Yeah, what we
want to see.
Yeah.
Should be a good time.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. My favorite convention of the year, personally. And, you know, we've gone to San Diego.
Yeah.
But this one is like in our backyard. It's easy to get to.
You can go home afterwards.
Yes.
And
your
shower.
own bed and eat food in your own house.
Yeah.
So yeah, I always look forward to it. It's great.
I feel like it's low-key this year. People in the office are disagreeing with me. I feel like it's a little bit low-key on the side of like movies and like brand new TV shows that are coming out like soon.
I feel like not a lot of people are talking about it because that too, but because of the construction happening at the Javits Center, not a lot of people are able to go.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so like they weren't able to sell like 3 or 4 day tickets. They only sold individual tickets to people.
Oh, just because they have like what?
They wanted everyone to like have a chance.
Oh.
Because I guess it'd be a smaller venue this year. So
that should be interesting. I didn't know about that until you told me.
Yeah, because my friends go every year, and then I go in this year because of that.
Wow, I didn't even hear about that. It's funny you said that because I was talking to Leah, our receptionist, and she was like, "Yeah, my dad's a lawyer, and he like takes care of the Javits area or something, and he's going to Comic-Con to like see how everything is, just make sure everything is going okay while they're hosting the event there." Because I know Bob was like, "Oh, like a whole area of the bottom is going to be blocked off in like a tent or something."
I don't know. I know every year you see it. Like they're building up hotels and stuff around the area.
Hudson, yeah.
Yeah, so the actual Javits Center, I guess, is getting a renovation or something. I don't know. I mean, we'll see when we get there.
Yeah.
But
I was pleasantly surprised last year about how kind of smooth everything went as far as wristbands, and it's a lot more relaxed than San
it's
Diego.
easier to navigate, I feel, the Javits Center than the San Diego Convention Center.
Oh my God.
There's not as many people, obviously, so I don't know. I think New York Comic Con is like low key, like number 2.
Yeah. A lot of people are saying
it gets closer
Yeah.
every year to San Diego. Like the people that get there, like some years it's like really like legit good. Like man, you got all the CW people here, and like things that would be like relegated to like Hall H kind of things. Obviously, not the big movie people aren't there yet, but maybe that'll change soon. Who knows?
all that stuff seems to stick up on the West Coast. It's like.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's the time of year too.
Yeah, that's true.
Like they don't want like I think this time of year is when everyone films, and not in like the summertime.
Yeah.
But.
But yeah, so Thursday is usually a lower key day. What do you have going on?
Mostly comic book related stuff. Is like a lot of like Marvel comic book panels. Like they have the Marvel Legacy panel and then the Marvel Next Big Thing panel, which is like the state of the company.
You're gonna go to both?
I'm gonna try.
Yeah.
You know, they're both in the same room, so I should be able to go to both. I definitely want to go to Legacy. The first issue of Legacy, the one shot, came out this past Wednesday, the 27th. So yeah, like it like kind of like a reboot of the Marvel universe.
Right.
So it was an interesting read. It was a long read.
You just finished it?
Yeah, I finished it yesterday. It's like $6 though. It's like that's a little outrageous, but you know you're gonna get a lot of pages for it.
You recommend it?
If you like Marvel and like were not happy, I don't know, if you weren't happy with how the state, like I wasn't happy with how Marvel has been going lately, which is why I stopped reading their stuff. But this is kind of like a fresh start, and like, you know, it kind of like takes threads from like Secret War and all this other stuff. So
I feel like a lot of people would disagree with you. I feel like a lot of people are like really loving Marvel lately. I don't know.
From what I see, like on
whenever
Twitter, I mean, Twitter is not like the best place to like gauge.
Yeah.
But like a lot, like I see a lot of comic creators like having to like defend themselves and the company, and it's just like for various reasons, like you know, people feel like it's diversity for the sake of diversity, and like
in Marvel.
Yeah, in Marvel, and like in both really, but mostly Marvel, you really see it.
Right.
And it's just like, where's my Tony Stark? You're replacing her with Riri Williams, and you're replacing this one with this one, and people are like,
it's not genuine, maybe.
Yeah, they feel like it's not like which is like a whole argument for another time. But they feel like it was not a natural transition into this era of Marvel. So it'll be interesting to see where this goes. Jason Aaron's writing it, and he's a great writer. I love his writing. There's already one resurrection that people have been waiting for. I'm not going to blow it here because it's still kind of new. So we have a resurrection of a fan favorite character already. There's supposed to be more. So it's going to be interesting to see where the company goes from here. So that's really what I have for Thursday, mostly comic book stuff.
Let me see what I have for Thursday.
Ooh, not even prepared.
Wow. Okay, Thursday. I'm looking forward to, it's comic books as well, the DC Milestone.
Oh yeah.
I heard they're gonna have some announcements on upcoming stuff, and there's a problem with like the licensing with Milestone for a while. If people don't know, it was books based on a lot of people of color, and it all kind of just collapsed, kind of. I don't really know the details of how.
I'm
it
sure
stopped production,
They'll go into it. I'm sure, a lot of people know Static is from Milestone.
Yeah, he's really popular. Yeah, from the 2000 show. I mean, I love that show.
Yeah, so the creator of Milestone, Dwayne McDuffie, I think his name is. He died. A few years, 10 years ago, I think now. So when he, legal stuff, obviously, and then I don't know. This will be interesting to see where they go. Yeah. What they're going to do with the characters and the IPs.
Right.
And how to integrate it into the DC universe.
Right.
So
that's very interesting.
Yeah.
And the CW, what's the world where Vixen is from called?
What do you mean the world?
Isn't she from, her character, as long as Mr. Terrific, from, I guess a certain arc in the comics where they're both introduced with, a bunch of other diverse characters? Dakota City, is that,
a real city in DC, you mean? Oh, you mean...
You know what I mean?
No, I don't know what you mean.
Okay, well...
I don't know what you mean. What are you getting at? The characters, okay.
Well, there's a group of characters that have been explored, a lot. Vixen, Mr. Terrific, that were all introduced on, a certain storyline.
Okay. You mean in the past or recently?
Way in the past.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm not familiar with that, no.
Yeah, I don't know. It's I don't know.
Yeah.
I guess I should have researched that before I brought it up. But anyway, yeah.
Well, you expected me to know, and
you're supposed to know.
I failed you.
You're supposed to know everything. I don't know.
Don't say that. I don't know everything.
You say you can write on these TV shows. I don't know. You're supposed to have all the answers.
That's the TV show. That's different.
Fine.
Well, I know Mr. Terrific. Not Mr. Terrific. Recently, the New 52 stuff. A lot of people came from other Earths.
Right.
So that's kind of like that, but. It's interesting, how they brought in some characters from, other publications in the past. The Question is one, Blue Beetle's another one, where they were, the Charleston comics they're called, which is, a publication back in the day, and DC bought them up and then kind of integrated them into their universe.
Right.
Using, Crisis on Infinite Earths and stuff like that to bring them all together. Freedom Fighters was another one.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. They're all from, other publications in the past, because there were, so many. There were so many back then, because that's where there was, not much television. It was just radio, and you could read comic books.
Yeah.
So everyone created superheroes, and, from different publications, and then DC got really big and popular and started buying everyone up as the other ones got bankrupt, and they kind of just, put them all together.
Yeah.
In, one big storyline. So maybe Vixen is from that kind of
I just remember
era.
when it was first announced... it was just, that was, I don't know. I know there's something there, but I don't know exactly what it is. So I'll get back on that. Maybe while you're going on a rant about something, I'll look on my phone.
I mean, is that the only thing you're going to see? Let me see.
On Thursday, I don't have that much going on. It's kind of the day where I'm just going to hop into whatever panel's line seems short and just kind of...
Well, you have the Meet the Publishers thing. That's from DC, right?
I might do that. I might not. But I just saw a Batman Ninja thing and
Oh, I've never even heard of
that.
This.
I know, but doesn't it pique your curiosity?
I mean, if it's an anime style Batman,
I'm
that's pretty dope.
I don't know. It's
have you ever seen? Might have to look at it on YouTube. DC during their Cartoon Network when Young Justice first came out. On Saturdays, they had some shorts called DC Shorts. Yeah. And the Chinese Batman one.
I never saw it.
You gotta look that one up. That's really good.
Okay.
It's just Batman from China, and the animation is crazy. It's an anime.
Yeah.
It's you have to look it up.
I'm genuinely interested in this Batman Ninja thing, and I don't think anyone else is doing it. So.
Hey, maybe. Like you said, Thursday low-key stuff.
Yeah, it is on the main stage, although since it's so early, I doubt that many people will be there at 12:45. I think it should be okay.
Yeah, if you just go there straight to get a wristband.
Especially if we've never heard of it, and like, you know what I mean? Like, so...
I mean, people like what Zulaya plans to do is just sit in.
I know. Yeah.
So maybe some people. I don't know what else.
That always happens to her at every single one. She's like,
she wants to go to like Walking Dead and like Game of Thrones.
Walking Dead?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So what do you look? Because we should maybe we'll talk about this now. I know that's probably on Saturday, but neither of us really cover it. She kind of covers it all. But for Walking Dead fans, like, what are you guys expecting from any big news about
the show? Mm-hmm. I guess a new trailer, maybe.
Yeah.
Probably like a scene of...
It's between seasons?
No, new season.
Oh, okay.
Completely new season. So the way the last season ended was like they're about to go to war with the bad guy, Negan. So now like Rick's people and this other community are going to gang together against the bad guy.
Okay.
And now the season's pretty much all out war.
You dumbed that down for me.
Yeah. I got you. I
gotta watch it at some point. You know, I'm not gonna shit on it, but it's just so much. It's so much.
I mean, it's gonna keep going for a long time.
You think so?
Yeah, because the comics are still going on, and it's like the most popular show.
The comics are good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's way ahead. I think she's caught up in the comics. I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm just up to like halfway through the show.
Okay.
In the comic books, it's interesting because it's way different. So it's interesting to see the differences between the comics and the show.
They do take a few nods from...
They do, or like they switch up how characters do this and die, and who the characterizations are different too. It's interesting. I'm like, oh, this character is like way different from her character in the show.
Yeah.
So it's good. I'm telling you, get Comixology Unlimited. That's where I'm reading it.
I know. I just $20. Like, well, now that we have the work accounts for like Netflix and stuff. Like,
oh, you might be able to spin that.
So maybe I'll like ditch all my personal ones. You know what I mean, and get Comixology.
Oh yeah, you could do that.
Yeah, because I doubt work would. I don't think they'll pay for Comixology. Yeah. But
it's dope because like I just finished all their trades on Invincible, like 10 volumes. I finished that yesterday. And then Walking Dead, I'm like on volume 5.
Oh, wow.
And I think there's a few they still have in there.
Yeah. It's hard for me because I haven't really read any Marvel comics, and it's like, where do you fucking start?
Just jump in.
Yeah.
That's what I always tell people. Where do I start? Just jump in.
Just jump in, whatever interests you.
And you'll learn on the way.
Yeah.
And you have the internet. You'll learn. That's how I did it.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about like stories where basically it's like it's about a comic book, something big happened, and they basically like summarize the comic. You know what I mean?
It's interesting because like I've been talking to you about DC Metal.
Yeah.
Right, and I read it on the train over here today, and it's cool because it's like they reference so many stories from the past, and I'm like, oh man, and you're like they kind of like connect the dots of what happened. You don't even think about it.
I mean, in the stories that you
in the
read.
story, no, in the story now they take points from the past stories and be like, remember that guy? Yeah, he's coming back.
Right.
Or, or remember what happened here? That's going to come back to haunt you now.
Right, yeah.
And it's just like, Metal is doing that with like Final Crisis, which is like, how long ago? That had to be like 10 years ago.
Yeah. And
they're like, they kind of just just kind of passingly talk about it. Like, oh yeah, when the Final Crisis happened. You're like, like you're passing mention. You're like, whoa, what? It's like, oh yeah, when I came back to life and I had to go through time and everything. You're like, what? And you're like, oh, I remember when that happened. And now this is all coming together. It's pretty cool. So,
that's what makes it worth it, really. Yeah.
Sometimes you get like the editor's notes.
Yeah.
And they'd be like, oh, you gotta check out this or check out that for that. Mm-hmm. But, yeah, if he's noticed stuff like that, you're like, when the hell did Batman die and go back in time? You gotta look it up and you like read up a synopsis of what happened. Yeah. Or go back and read it if you want.
Well, it's more so talking about like stories where it's like the day after it comes out, they'll be like, oh, like this happened, blah blah, and then they basically legitimately just recap the entire comic.
Oh, normally they do, yeah.
You know what I mean? But like I get it, because not everyone can get to it, but at the same time, it's like, don't you think that could prevent some people from actually like picking up the book?
No.
You don't think so?
No, I don't think so, because like. They do that because normally they're monthlies, so it's once a month, and sometimes you're reading so many stories a lot of the time that you kind of forget what happened. You're like, oh, what did happen? And if you don't want to like pull out the issue, and like read up or look through it real quick, they'll tell you, oh yeah, remember this happened. You're like, oh okay, jog my memory. Yeah, that's kind of what happened. Or if they start a new arc, they'll kind of recap what's been going on with that character.
I guess it's like you were telling me a few weeks ago. You're like, as long as you don't like just take pictures of all the freaking paint, you know what I mean? It's like, yeah, that's a little bit over at the top for me, but
no, it's like I always tell you or tell people, just like if you want to just get into comics, just jump in.
Yeah. And
you'll learn. You just learn. Like if you want the Flash, just jump in, and if they do a good job, they're good writers enough. They'll kind of like hold your hand,
right?
You know, along with it, like. Because they want new readers, too. Like, it's not just catering to the people who've been around for 50 years. Yeah. They're just like, okay, people are going to... 50 years. Yeah. It's like, okay, yeah, you might have, like, left comics for, like, 10 years. So let's kind of, like, walk you through what happened.
Yeah.
So, you know, and you have the internet. That's what I said. Like, they bring up something and they don't really explain it well enough for you. You're like, all right, I gotta look.
Yeah, it used to be if you missed it, you missed it. You better know someone who read it.
That happened with me with the Green Lanterns. Like, I came in, and I'm like, when the hell there are red lanterns? Where are there pink lanterns? And you're like, I have to go back and like look it up on the computer. I'm like, oh, okay, I get it now.
But yeah, so Friday, not much. I don't know. I'm saving some space for interviews and stuff. But
yeah,
we have the Doomsday Clock panel.
Yep.
Which should be really good.
Yeah, I mean, I went to the comic book shop yesterday because I was curious. I'm like, where do I start if I want to like catch up on Doomsday? Obviously, the button, which the hardcover comes out in October. But then, like, Action Comics, which is, like, Superman, they have that whole Oz thing that you were talking about the other day. So, I guess it's mostly in Action Comics.
Yeah.
And having to do with Superman. I thought it was like, oh, maybe it's Justice League or whatever. It's like, no, it's Action Comics. You're like, oh, okay. So, I kind of saw it there, but I was like, I don't know where to start with this. So, I just didn't bother.
Well, to prepare...
Oh, you already have it brought up.
Someone suggested... The Button, and then DC Universe Rebirth 1.
Okay, yeah. I actually have that issue.
Yeah. So, you already read it?
Yeah, I read Rebirth. Because they're like, kind of like merges New 52 and the pre-52 stuff. And that's where the Button first shows up.
Right.
And like, Wally West, the original Wally West.
They sent me those two to like help me, I guess, prepare for whatever, so... those are probably
You should be like, can you give me a subscription to your digital service like Marvel has?
Yo.
I know DC has it, I think. So they should. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
But so like I could read back.
I'm really excited. Yeah, Doomsday Clock. Yeah, I'm pretty excited for that. After I catch up. I'll probably be more excited after I catch up. And I'm reading slowly but surely reading Watchmen that you.
Oh yeah, you definitely should be watching.
Yeah.
I mean, reading Watchmen. Because that's like...
HBO picked up this TV series. I was like, damn.
That should be interesting.
Yeah.
I don't know where they will go with that. Like, will they go into Watchmen or will they go before Watchmen? Right. I have no idea.
I'm wondering. That's a big thing for DC.
I mean, it's interesting because HBO, they could do like...
That's what I mean.
Watchmen... I mean, I don't know how much you've read already. Like, it could get
I know
it's really
now.
adult.
Yeah.
Like, it's really adult. Like... It should be on Netflix/HBO.
Yeah.
Like, it can't be a CW show. It just can't be.
That's a big move for the company, though, DC. And well, I guess it's like Warner Brothers. It's the same thing.
Yeah, so. They're like dipping their toes into HBO. And, like, they could bring other HBO shows
legit.
in there, which is nice.
It's pretty legit.
I think
it goes to show how
HBO.
Oh, that would be
That would have been crazy.
Yeah, that would have been crazy.
Anyway.
But, yeah, and then Runaways.
Yeah.
Like I don't know anything about what that show is supposed to be like. I have no idea. I've seen nothing.
I'm going to send you a link to this YouTube that Marvel does. Like, they have a little web cartoon series, like, Too Long Didn't Read, sounding thing, and they have it on the Runaways. And it's like... And they kind of recapped it, because I know I didn't read the original run on Runaways. I knew what that was about and the characters, but I've read... Like, they're integrated into the Marvel Universe enough that I know a lot of them and what they've done, you know? So it's just a crash course real quick. There's a bunch of kids, and their parents are always hanging out, so they're always hanging out. And then, like...
Their parents are villains, right?
Yeah, and they find out their parents are villains.
Yeah.
And then, like, they find out that some of them have powers. And, like, it makes kind of sense. And then, like, murder and trying to cover up stuff, and they're on the run from, like... Marvel heroes because they think they're the ones that killed them and stuff like that.
Do you think it'll be like Riverdale-y?
No.
You think it'll be more serious?
It'll be more serious. It's on Hulu, so I'm trying to think what could
Hulu's
I
really
compare?
grounded. Yeah.
What can I compare it to? It's not gonna be any CWE. It can't be CWE. That's not even a word. I'm trying to think of the shows.
Hulu does. They have a nice style for originals. It's always really down to earth and really grounded. What was that Hulu show?
Which one?
The really old one. Fuck. What was it?
Old one.
Yeah, it was like Other or. Oh shit, that's gonna bother me. I'll think of it in a second. I'm having brain farts today.
Yeah, it's been a long week, put it this way. I'm trying to prep for next week. But, yeah, I think it's gonna be like, they're kids, they're like teenagers, so they might have like some like CWE banter and like romantic subplots, but like, just the source material is not that at all.
Steve is our resident Runaways, like...
Yeah, he loves it. Oh, that show?
No, definitely not that show. This was back when Hulu...
first started?
Yeah, like when you didn't have to pay for it, and it was like the only place to like watch TV, like on the internet.
Well,
I'm trying to think of the actor that was in it.
Do you know what it was about?
Yeah, it was about a group of teenagers who got like assigned to like, who got arrested and had to do like community service. Are you serious?
That
really
does not ring a bell at all.
Oh God, who?
People in the comments probably like, it's this, you idiots.
Know.
It's like,
I'm gonna think of the name. You should watch it. It's an old show. It's probably like 10 years old.
It's on Hulu.
Yeah.
Okay, that's interesting.
It was at least at one point, but yeah. For some reason, I have an inkling that it might be like that. I'm sorry, I don't know the name, but yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it should be cool.
Like I'm thinking, like it's not gonna be like Shield. Shield's too campy in its own way.
Yeah. Which that's gonna be on Saturday, that panel.
Yeah. I mean, you gonna go to that one?
Yeah.
They should. Yeah.
I think I'm gonna go. Yeah.
I don't know. What can they show? A trailer?
No, I don't know.
Like,
Clark Gregg has a mouth on him, so he'll probably just get to talking. You know, he seems to have.
They can't just be talking. They gotta show something. He has a way with
words, you know.
But they have to show something.
They have started filming because there's that video that leaked about season 5 of a Cree, like, I guess what's the main girl's name who plays Chloe? Or no, that's her name, Chloe Bennett.
Oh, Daisy.
Yeah.
I'm like, Chloe plays Chloe, man.
See, my brain is like not working right today. But she was like working out in a video on set, and then like a green alien you could see like clearly walking like behind.
Blue
her.
or green?
It was blue. Yeah.
Oh, then Cree. Okay.
Yeah. But like just walking behind her, like casually, like to a different set, and it was like everyone's like, "Whoa, like what the fuck?" And she ended up having to take it down. So that comes into everyone's theory about like where we're gonna start in season 5.
Well, we left off with them on the moon.
Mm-hmm.
Was Daisy with them?
Yeah, I believe. Yeah.
I don't recall, but they're on the moon, and how it's weird how they have Inhumans first, and then Agent of Shield's like later in the year,
right?
And like after Inhumans is over. So my theory is they kind of combine or like they cross over in some way, and they build a base on the moon next to Attilan.
Yeah. I hope that happens. Like,
Attilan will be on the opposite side of the moon, and then Shield could build a sword on that side, on the other side of the moon.
I'd like that, yeah. Sword, exactly. That's what I was going to bring up.
Yeah, because, like, Daisy's an Inhuman. I think that will come up. And I swear, when they had that little teaser after the IMAX version of Inhumans, they might show it again tomorrow when it premieres on ABC.
Oh, that's true.
And I swore I saw Daisy. I'm telling you.
I don't believe
it. It was like a quick thing, and she did something to the ground. And I'm like, who else would have done that, though?
You're convinced. I don't know.
I'm convinced that was her, because I'm like, I think that's her.
Well, maybe like
how
the
dope
guy
would
with
that
the
have
hoof.
been?
I don't know.
It was a woman for sure.
Okay.
How dope would that have been?
I mean, that would have been awesome. It would have like made the series much better.
I mean, that's like episode 4 or something.
I'm surprised Inhumans isn't at New York City. They're probably like,
I'm not surprised.
They're probably like, we've been ridiculed enough. Like, San Diego was enough ridicule.
I mean, it's already going to premiere by the time the New York Comic Con. They already were at San Diego. So.
I guess it's only 8 episodes, you know?
There's no reason for them to be there. They did San Diego. They got shit on all week, all summer.
All summer, pretty much.
And then that's it. They don't need to do any more. It's just like, let's just get it over with. Premiere it.
Or accept the loss. Like,
maybe it's not a loss. Maybe it'll get better.
Yeah, I'm hopeful.
I think people will be more okay with it when it's on TV. It's just like putting on IMAX was stupid.
It was scammy. Yeah.
Like we had a whole episode on that. Right. And it's just like this did not need to be in that IMAX at all, and it makes it worse because it's so low budget, you know, for a movie. Well, whatever.
Anything else going on Friday?
You mean Saturday?
Yeah, either. Yeah. Well, you're going to Ruby. I'm looking at your paper, Ruby.
Yeah, Ruby. That's anime stuff.
Yeah.
Ruby's on Friday. I got the interviews on Saturday. Yeah, Ruby. That's anime. Saturday, you have Punisher, too.
Yeah, Punisher.
Yeah, I mean, you think they're going to show the first episode.
They did it the Defenders. Maybe they won't show all of it, you know what I mean? But it's clearly all done. They just haven't announced release date. I don't know if they're waiting till then.
I think they'll announce it
at the panel. Yeah, they probably will. And I wouldn't be surprised if we saw some extended footage. What else? Because it's just like...
They'll show footage for sure. Yeah. I don't know if they'll show the whole episode.
It's a long panel, though. I'm trying to...
I mean, they did that for S.H.I.E.L.D. a few times.
5:15 to 6:45. You're telling me they're
an hour and a half?
That's a long panel. I wouldn't be surprised. 30-minute panel, they show the first episode. What else are they going to do?
How long are the episodes? An hour?
45, 40, I think, right? Tops 50.
Aren't they
tops 50
maybe
minutes.
50. Let's say there's no commercials. So
yeah.
Maybe it's 50 minutes.
I mean, that's a long panel. I mean, there's no way. The Punisher's cast is not that big.
No, it's just him, Karen, and the villains,
Unless they're going to bring people out from, announce another show or
maybe they'll give
details about
maybe
Jessica Jones
or Luke
2.
Cage. Maybe Jessica Jones, because there's literally nothing on Jessica Jones. We had that whole Misty with her arm for Luke Cage.
I bet you they announce another release date as well.
Maybe.
I think so, because something's got to be coming in March.
I wouldn't be surprised if Netflix just on Friday, the 6th.
That's true.
Releases the release date, and then you already know going into Punisher.
Maybe.
They should just wait, personally. But
Netflix just does its own thing. It's just
Netflix has to do their own thing. That's what it is.
I have a feeling it's going to be in December.
That's weird, though.
I know, but...
It's got to be November.
Late November? Near Thanksgiving? After Thanksgiving dinner, guys, let's just watch the Punisher
great.
kill
people. It would have been great if it was on Friday, right? The panel, and they're like, after this panel, it's on Netflix. People were running out the door.
Not coming back. Yeah, I would love that.
That would have been funny. Yeah. But on Saturday, but they never released it like that.
Yeah, I wonder, because it's just, I haven't heard anything. I wonder if press has gotten any access yet. I don't know.
No, I haven't heard anything about people watching it yet. Netflix already released their October schedule of what's coming in and what's leaving, so Punisher was not part of that.
Yeah.
I mean, doesn't mean they can't just have kept that.
On. Yeah, they do that all the time.
But that's why I feel like it's in November.
Yeah, I think so too, or early December. He's a winter kind of guy, don't you? You know what I mean?
I mean, some of it takes place in the snow. I feel right.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I feel like
that's
the case. Anything else you're expecting from that? I'm hoping like Iron Fist last year, where it was just yes, Iron Fist. Also, here's every Defender.
I know, yeah.
You're like, whoa.
I low-key just want them to announce another show, to be honest.
I want them to announce just the Daughters of the Dragon. That's it.
Yeah, I doubt that.
No, they won't do it.
Yeah. But,
What else would they announce, though? Especially with Disney getting their own streaming service, I don't think they're going to do many Netflix shows anymore. They'll probably just save it for their own.
Maybe.
So aren't they pulling all their stuff from it?
No.
Just their Disney stuff.
Well, first of all, it doesn't go into effect till 2019, so the movies won't leave until then. And I think they're the Netflix brand for shows is
they can't take the Netflix shows off of Netflix, but I
so
feel like they don't have to make any more.
That's true. That's true. Yeah.
I don't know.
Maybe we'll see.
Anything else on Saturday? Not really. Right? No. Yeah. No, that's really it. Hip hop and comics.
Everyone's like, "Why are you going to that?" I'm like, I don't know. Why not?
You like hip hop, you like comics. There you go.
Hopefully, I'll be able to run. I don't really know how that's gonna work.
I mean, you can probably dip a little early.
Yeah.
Oh, it's in Madison Square.
That's what I'm seeing.
Yeah,
I don't know if that's gonna work out for me, but you know what?
Just wing it.
Yeah.
I mean, you can walk in 10 minutes after it starts. Whatever.
That's what I'm saying. If they start playing the first episode, you know what I mean? I don't know if I'm gonna stay for that unless I haven't seen it already.
Yeah, and then you want to
But, I mean, look at that time frame, though. To me,
an hour and a half.
There's no question in my mind. To me, unless they have some other kind of big, there's no way. No way. Hour and a half.
Here's the first episode of Inhumans.
I was so pissed at the Defenders. It was literally oh, here's some cool stuff. 5 minutes. Oh, and here's the first episode. I'm like, really?
Oh, the panel in San Diego.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Well, it wasn't for you. It was for the people who never got to watch it. You're upset because you already saw it.
I know.
So.
I know. Yeah.
Did you leave?
No.
Oh.
No, they're all making fun of me because I'm like, it's rude.
Don't listen to them.
It's rude.
Don't listen to them.
Is it not
It's not rude, especially if like it's such a big auditorium.
I was like right in the front, like in the middle.
Leave. Just walk out on the side. You have to go up the middle while people are talking. Lights go down, and you walk out.
I don't know. I just felt, wrong about it.
I probably would have just stood anyway just to watch it again, but that's about it.
Yeah.
But like,
you do always catch a little bit more.
Yeah, on a second watch through, and you're like, okay, I'm just gonna sit here and chill.
Yeah.
Or maybe get started on my writing.
I wrote the review. Well, since you can't have your laptops open, like.
Oh, because they were like you're recording.
So I turned my brightness like all the way down, and then I just type my review.
Usually.
like my screen is black. When people are like looking at me like, what the fuck are you doing? Like.
I'm typing. I'm blind. I don't need to watch my screen. Yeah, then there's everything for Saturday. I feel like we're just going to be winging a lot of it. Like, we have, like, a framework of what we want to do, and if, like, things come in or come up, we're just going to do that.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not stressing this at all.
There's not that much. Yeah, I don't know.
I'm just not stressing it. I'm just like, I'm going to do what I want to do, and that's it.
Yeah.
Buy some cool stuff, maybe some new things for the wall.
Phil.
No?
How much did you spend? I am not disclosing that information.
I don't feel as bad when I heard that Nat spent like $500
what?
at like the last, the anime convention she went
to? In DC?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She was like $500. I don't feel so bad now.
For waiting in line for Lockjaw?
I wasn't even going there for Lockjaw. I was just like there. It was just staring at me. I'm like, I think I want that. I don't regret it.
Yeah.
It's there in my room.
High
funny. On the shelf is right there.
Oh. I always feel bad though, because like I don't want them to get dusty. You know what I mean?
I dust them when I dust my room. Yeah.
You dust your room. Good for you.
I do. I gotta clean my room.
Yeah.
I don't do it probably as often as people want me to do it, but I do it. I have my Funko Pops. I dust those off too. I have like figurines. I have like this Green Arrow.
And
figure.
People say nerds aren't clean.
Yeah, come on.
Gotta protect the stuff.
Yeah.
The goods. But yeah, Sunday, the Gifted. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't even. Oh, I do have it on here. Yeah, The Gifted. That's the panel, right?
Yep.
It's getting decent reviews on the pilot from what I'm reading and seeing. So, it's X-Men. I love the X-Men.
Yeah.
Lesser known X-Men, but this from what I hear, kind of like spoilery. I guess this takes place like after the movies.
I believe.
I think,
and it's trailer, they're like, we don't even know if the X-Men are still alive. Like they say
it's like
that.
after the movies or something, and it's just like it like revolves around this one family where the father of the household's like anti-mutant and he's like running a prison or something.
What?
And then
that
like,
escalated
but then
quickly?
Something like that, and then his kids become mutants.
So it's all one family?
I mean, it revolves around them.
Oh, okay.
But it's like obviously you have all the other characters, but. The pilot, at least, revolves around that family.
Interesting. Yeah.
So the irony of it all was like, oh, I hate mutants, but now my kids are mutants.
Right. Yeah. It looked action-packed. I'm interested to see how this... those are young actors.
Yeah.
They're not old, so I'm interested to see how that works. Fox,
It's on Fox or FX?
Fox.
Okay.
Yeah. So, yeah, Fox does Gotham, right?
Yeah.
I feel bad that I
just thought like I was at my cousin's house last week I think, and we were just watching wrestling. We were just talking, and then they brought up something, and he's like, "Oh, you watch Gotham?" I'm like, "Hell no, I don't watch Gotham." And he goes, "That show is so good." And my brother says the same thing to me. I'm like, "What is it that you like about this show?"
I know.
There's nothing for me. It's too campy. It's too like.
You don't think you're not giving it a chance? Like
I gave it a season and a half. I think I gave it enough chance. Oh, but it got really good in like season 3. Look, I don't care. I don't care.
I'll watch it eventually. Like
I might go back to see where it goes, but like Jada Pinkett Smith's character like aggravated the
Bruce
shit
is
out
a little
of
bit
me.
Older. Yeah.
Like she was there way too long. I was like, okay, you outstayed your welcome. And then like the kid that plays Bruce Wayne is just like,
I do like that girl weird. Though.
Who?
I forget her name. I guess
plays who?
The main, his friend, the main.
Oh, plays Catwoman?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's cool.
Well, now she is Catwoman, but.
Yeah, like she was like Selena.
I guess when I stopped watching, I was, that's when she was.
Yeah, that was Selena Kyle. Yeah, I mean, it was interesting, like as an Elseworlds kind of thing, because if we try to like put logic from the comics into it, it makes zero sense.
Yeah.
Like, how are all these villains coming up when Batman's still a kid?
Right.
Like a lot of them were a direct result of Batman.
Yeah.
So him being a kid and not Batman and them turning up makes zero sense.
That's what a lot of people's frustration was.
But like, yeah, if you think of it as something that's nothing to do with the comics, it's just like kind of inspired by it, then you're okay. Yeah. But even then, it's just like, it's just nothing good.
You're going to Cup of Joe, right?
I'm gonna try. Yeah. Those are normally like packed.
Yeah.
Because like just Joe Quesada, and he like runs Marvel Comics, and he gives like a lot of stuff out, and gives a lot of like sneak peeks into what's going on. The last couple times I've been, they're like not that great, but I'm hoping this one's different.
Yeah, Jeff Johns not doing his classic one. I think probably because it's Doomsday Clock, you know.
He's probably like leaving.
Yeah.
He's probably in New York Comic Con for like one day.
Yeah.
And like leaving. Because there is a DC Universe panel on Sunday that I want to go to.
Oh, okay.
So I don't think he's supposed to be there.
Yeah.
That's Sunday. I don't think so. When's the panel for Doomsday? Oh, Friday. Yeah. So he'll probably be there Thursday, Friday.
Dan Didio, maybe.
Well, he'll be at the publishers.
Maybe. Well, I think he's doing quite a bit because he has his own.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Well, he's doing the Meet the Publishers with Jim Lee.
Right.
Because they both co-publish DC.
Yeah, I wonder who will be at DC Universe.
I should have looked that up. It's probably in there on the website.
Yeah.
Probably a bunch of like writers and artists, or maybe some editors.
All right. Well, anything else that we missed? I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't
trying to think. I haven't really looked at like the exclusive stuff, like what I want to buy. Going back into.
That's probably a good thing.
No, it's not, because I'm gonna be like actively looking for stuff and be like, ooh, that's cool. That's cool. Oh Lord. I spend a lot of money. I might buy artwork, even though I have like no room on my walls.
I think Boss Logic's gonna be there.
Is he?
Yeah.
Oh, we should say hi to him.
I know. Yeah.
Wow.
I'm sure I think I seen him tweeting about it. So.
Where's he from? Here?
Australia.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Yeah.
That'd be cool if he came.
Yeah. You should hit him up.
You should. You'd be like, hey, you're gonna. No, you should. You interviewed him before.
Yeah, I did. It was a small little fun thing. It wasn't anything.
Yeah.
We had trouble finding a time to talk. The time difference is legitimately 12 hours. So like, no time is a convenient time.
No, you had to get up at like 7.
Yeah, earlier.
Like 5.
Way earlier, or stay up until like 10 p.m.
Okay, then he's waking up.
Right. So it was just like not working. Like we tried to coordinate for like weeks to do Skype, and it like didn't really work.
I would have been like, can I just send you some questions?
That's what I did. Yeah. Okay. But then it's like you don't have a nice like flowy conversation.
Well, of course, it's just like bullet points. It's like, it's not that great.
So, but he does amazing work. So.
Is there anything you said you wanted to get like custom vans done or something?
I wanted to put comic book stuff on my Vans, but it's too late now. I feel like it's like less than a week away. You know what I mean? I don't think it'll arrive in time. But
what do you normally buy at these conventions, if anything?
Sometimes I buy a shirt.
I try to buy at least one shirt.
Poster wouldn't be bad, but I hate the line. I'm not waiting. You know what I mean?
You should go to like Artist Alley.
Yeah.
And like just buy art.
I bought some comic books the last day of San Diego.
I convinced you to do that. I'm not spending any more money. Here, look at this.
This is a good deal. You should really read this, Autumn. Like
there were good deals. I bought like a $60 book for like $20.
Yeah,
I am
doing the same strategy though. I'm gonna wait till the last day.
Sunday.
Because who wants to carry all that shit?
No one does. Yeah. No one does. So they'll cut those prices crazy.
Yeah.
So
and I love reading the physical. I hate digital shit.
Yep.
So
I'm in agreement.
Yeah.
But that's like, I'm going to buy a shirt. Normally I get the shirt out of the way. Because, like, especially since I'm going home, normally what I do is my friends are coming for the whole weekend. They normally go for the whole weekend. Mm-hmm. And we normally get a hotel around the area.
Oh.
And we just go back and forth.
Right.
Like, it's so convenient. Like, I don't have to get up early. I could go whenever and then stay out all night and not have to worry about getting home.
Yeah, to the Bronx.
Yeah, to the Bronx. And it's like, no, I'm right here. And I'm hanging out with friends all day.
Yeah.
Like, I don't get to see them, like, because I'm actually working, and they're just doing whatever.
Where they live in New York, or?
No, Long Island.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I did that 1 year. Never do that again. Go back and forth from Long Island.
Oh, God.
That was the worst.
Why? Oh, you were living in Long Island at the time, or?
No, I was living in Westchester, but I don't know.
Oh, you're talking about way long ago.
Yeah, this is like years ago.
Yeah.
I did that once, and I was just like, Never do that again. Like,
Yeah.
I went to Long Island, I drove to Long Island, met up with them so we could go back and forth together.
Oh, God.
Never do that again.
Yeah,
I told them, I said, look,
terrible.
if we don't do... Because that year we didn't do a hotel for whatever reason. So we're like, oh, we'll just go on the train.
Yeah.
Never do that
Nat
again.
was a hotel, too. Yeah.
Who?
Nat.
Really? For what?
Well, she was doing it for one convention in Brooklyn. I forget which one it was.
Well, yeah, she lives up there, too, in the Bronx.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't blame her. It's not fun.
Yeah, that was my least favorite part about San Diego. Although our Airbnb was nice, but...
We were, like, right there.
I know.
So this year, I can't say nothing. We just walked every day.
Yeah.
That's fine. But, like, this year's going to be fun. It's going to be interesting. That's why I'm, like, I'm not killing myself.
Well, no, there's also just not... Like, San Diego was like, bam, bam, Warner Brothers this, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, there was a
it
lot
was just
to
like,
do.
there was so fucking much.
This was way more laid back.
Yeah.
Especially, like, on Thursdays and Sunday. You're like, whatever.
Even last year, it was more stressful just because there was more stuff happening.
Yeah.
There's nothing really... There's no urgency here this year, I think, for the most part.
I really feel like it's because of the construction this year.
You think
I think
so?
it's like an aberration year.
Yeah.
Like, there's not going to be a lot of people, like, I don't know what the situation is with room, like, with the actual panel rooms and stuff. Like, I don't know if they just blocked off an entire section or whatever, so they can't accommodate a lot of panels this year. I don't know. It seems like a lot less panels than normal.
Yeah.
Maybe that's just me, though.
Well, we'll see. I'm not complaining if the crowds are later. So.
They should be, because they keep saying that like, Thursdays are still available tickets.
Oh, that's not usual. Yeah.
No, I feel like everything is sold out by then. So, Thursdays are there. There's no Wednesday night, right?
What's up?
There's no Wednesday night?
I mean, I think there is, but you have to be, like, special,
We're press. We're special.
Then you email them.
I might. I
know
might hit them.
Rocco wants to get a first look at some of the toys, so...
This keeps reminding me of things I gotta email.
Yeah.
I keep forgetting. I might hit them up on Twitter, the official New York Comic Con. I'm like, hey, you guys open on Wednesdays? Wednesday night for press? Can we just, like, come in? While y'all setting up? No. Okay.
Well, we went on a little bit in San Diego early Wednesday.
Yeah, but I was for to get our badges.
Yeah.
But they didn't allow us on the show floor.
Until 6, they did, yeah.
They did that day?
I think so, yeah.
I don't remember that.
I don't know. For a special screening, yeah. I went
Oh,
out.
maybe.
But anyhow, all right,
Yeah.
well, is that it?
I think that's it.
Yeah.
Are we going to do a Cape Talk next week?
I'm so brain dead. I mean, yeah, I'm assuming, right? I don't know.
But how?
Maybe we'll have to do a special one on Monday. I don't know. Maybe just do next
Wednesday,
week's on
maybe?
Monday or something. Yeah. Depends.
Okay, we'll see.
Yeah, we'll
We'll
play
play by ear. If anything, I mean, you'll definitely get a recap of what we saw and did.
We'll be doing lives, I think. We'll be doing some.
We'll doing some of that.
Yeah.
Definitely check us out on Twitter and stuff, because we'll be live tweeting things
For
and
sure.
taking pictures of cool stuff that I probably bought that I shouldn't have. So, we'll see.
Rocco's going to be stocked up, too, so.
Well, that's great.
I'm sure he'll sit.
That's the point. That's the point I was trying to make. Because since I'm going home now,
Yeah.
I could just buy some, leave it off. Buy some, leave it off.
Right.
Instead of having like carry everything over there,
Yeah.
like we did with San Diego, and try to figure
Right.
it out.
Yeah, stuff as much
That
in
was
your
rough.
backpack as
Yep.
you can, and then not be able to carry it home on the plane. Yeah.
Exactly.
All right, guys. Well, that's it for episode 12.
12.
Follow us on Twitter at Cape Talk Podcast, and we'll be back next week. Have a
Later.
good one.